Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I'm updating my guide for experience because things have changed, small tweaks have been made, and even bigger boost to overall experience gains is possible now. On top of that, we currently have double experience weekend, so just in case you'll be watching this video after that point, keep in mind your total possible experience boost is about 1200% during double experience weekend is 2400% plus minus, so this is a lot. Now, I will show you everything. I have a handy checklist from Rascal, so thanks Rascal for that. This is the checklist, so as you can see, there is quite a bit to be up to date, but I want to say one thing. Don't look at that as what you cannot do, what is too hard. Look at that as what you can do, because everything you do greatly increases amount of experience you will be getting. But let me cover it step by step, starting from basics, starting from the build. I will share my build as well with you if you need experience build. And yeah, first things first, always join casual team. That's your first experience bonus from intelligence. The total amount of intelligence you have in here affects how much experience you are getting. That's the basis for experience. And on top of that, additional bonuses. So there is a lot to go. This number will go up as well as we talk about build and bonuses, temporary and permanent. So about the build. Very important for experience build is to put intelligence at maximum when you distribute your special, and if possible, if you have this card, on top of that, add additional 5 intelligence. So 20 intelligence we are starting with. It's not for the perk purposes, it's for the experience purposes. Now the build itself, what is important only, so if you want to use commando version like I have in here or something else, it's fine, everything works, you don't need as many cards. Obviously, I will tell you what you need to maximize amount of experience. So, first per card is Night Person. During the night, extra intelligence added. After that, Inspirational. When on a team, 15% bonus. Strange in numbers, as that boosts your mutations, and mutations help with experience. After that, of course, max out intelligence regardless what you put in there. Class Freak, if you run any mutations that can possibly reduce your intelligence, or you pop a fresh serum to remove the side effects if you can afford it. Curator, if you plan to use bubbleheads or magazines, as that greatly increases their duration. It doubles it, so that's a lot. Good with Salt, if you carry multiple food buffs that you want to use later and you don't want them to accidentally spoil. Alternatively, store your food in the freezer. So those are your options in regards to build. Everything else you can copy if you want to, but it's not essential for experience part. Now about your gear. So let's start with armor. The armor you want, whatever kind of armor it will be, unyielding, with extra intelligence on the second star. And additionally, it's optional but helpful, you can put Biocom Mesh on a torso for 50% extra chem duration. That will help with your berry mentats and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't show you one perk. That reminds me. ChemFend, additional increase in chem duration for berry mentats. About apparel category, you want to include casual under armor. That's the only one that gives you +3 to your intelligence. So if you can get casual shielded under armor of any kind, get one. If you cannot, regular Voltec shielded under armor will give you intelligence bonus, just smaller. That's the biggest one you can get from under armor. In the future, because it's currently bugged, it will be possible to add +3 intelligence on 3rd star on the weapons. I don't know when will that be fixed. Currently bugged, so not possible. But keep in mind, extra 3 intelligence is coming at some point that you will carry on your weapons 3rd star. Now we start covering consumables. So the biggest part of all consumable buffs are lunch boxes. This is the most important for any experience grind. Relatively easily accessible, as you can purchase lunch boxes with gold bullion. You can get them for free from Season Pass. You can occasionally get them for free from Atom Shop, and you can buy them in large bulks if you choose to spend your atoms on that. So a lot of options. The most important, up to 4 lunch boxes will stack, and they apply for you and everyone around you. So those not even need to be your own lunch boxes. Anyone else can open them for you. And they will stack up to 4 total. So don't open more. 4 lunch boxes will give you 100% bonus to your experience. Now other free buffs this time, those are camp buff. First, I was already in here, Stasis Chamber, that's basically a bed. It will give you experience bonus, well rested bonus. It will appear under effects as well rested or kindred spirit. It will show kindred spirit if you have ally in your camp. It will show well rested if you don't have ally in your camp. It's the same buff, the duration is different. This buff is lost upon death, so you should be aware of that. If you die, you need it again. Then we have Sacred Mothman Tome, another camp item available only from Mothman Equinox, the plan, but is tradable, so you can purchase it from other players, or you can use the tome in other players' camps. It gives you another 5% bonus to experience. This one lasts for 1 hour. So now I added this bonus. Lastly, there is Mechanical Derby Game. You use it and you get 2 intelligence. This can be purchased with gold bullion if you don't have it, or used in other players' camps. So it doesn't need to be your own. It can be someone else's. Now, the food for experience. Oh, I should probably mention, if the Mothman Equinox is active, you can use the Mothman to get 15% bonus during the event, but then you cannot stack it with the Sacred Mothman Tome. Only one Mothman buff can be active at a time. Now, the very important food. If you are a carnivore like me, maybe I should show you mutations first before I talk about food, as food is affected by mutations. So let's do mutations now. Mutations for experience. Carnivore or herbivore, you want to choose one, but you need to have one or the other. If you have none, all your food is weaker and it's not good. You need to be either carnivore or herbivore. You cannot be both, because it's not possible. You cannot play with none, because you are losing a lot of bonuses. Then Egghead mutation for 8 intelligence, and Herd mentality mutation for +3 to your intelligence and or other special. Marsupial is a negative one on intelligence, the jumping one is negative, so either use serums or run Class Freak to reduce it to just -1 intelligence. Now, I choose carnivore, so for me, the food choices will be broiled scourge with brain, 8 extra intelligence, and tasty squirrel stew, 25% extra intelligence, but that will go higher. So that's to begin with. We'll push it even higher. Of course, make sure you are in the nerd range. So just to show you my special so far, we are at 73 intelligence at that point. And again, you don't need to copy everything if you don't want to. Copy what's good for you and what's available for you, as some stuff is hard to get, and I understand that. If you are not a carnivore but a herbivore, there is only one difference in here. In food category, we'll use brain bombs. Will give you the same amount of intelligence. It says 0 because I'm a carnivore. And cranberry relish, that will be equivalent of tasty squirrel stew. To further boost it, we have Bubblehead Leader, 5% experience bonus, and Magazine. And Magazine is Backwoodsman 6. Other option of magazines is Live and Laugh magazine that is still working, but Live and Laugh, there is official plan for it to get patched out, so only Backwoodsman 6 would work. So better stockpile on Backwoodsman 6, as that's the one that boosts effects from cooked food. So we pop that, and we are instantly at... Okay, our health went up, so we need to drop it a little bit. And we are instantly at 77 intelligence. Our food bonus went up, so Tasty Squirrels to 38% bonus experience. Then what we else can add, it's a shorter buff, Berry Mentats, 5 intelligence, for quite a long time if you have both the perk and the torso mode. So for me, Berry Mentats lasts for 13 minutes. 12 shown, so it's about 13 minutes for my Berry Mentats with extra intelligence. Our special is already 82 intelligence. We are missing one teammate, so we think 1 intelligence. And to figure out... Yeah, perks should be working now. It's night time. So we do have a bonus from a perk. There is one more buff, but single use, 1 buff per day from Leo Petrov. If you have ally Leo Petrov and Nuka-Cola Cranberry, you can ask for the services of Leo. Then offer him a Nuka-Cola. Choose the cranberry. This one. Never drink it. Never drink the cranberry. Only give it to Petrov, as he will give you another 5% your experience. That lasts for 1 hour, but available only once a day. So Leo Petrov will not give you this bonus more than once a day. That's a downside of this particular one. And why I said don't drink Nuka Cranberry or don't eat anything else after you use what I said is worth it, because even though it may be tempted extra bonus, it does not stack with your Tasty Squirrels too, or the Cranberry Relish, so you'll override your good bonus with a bad one. Therefore, never do that. Additional source of intelligence is possible from Nuka-Cola Twist. This is like hard to use consistently, as it's not guaranteed, and to have a good chance you need to add Cola Nut. Cola Nut increase amount of bonuses from Twist. So it's like more like a gimmick. For most part, I'm not using it, but it's worth to mention it is possible. If you pop a Twist, there is a chance that it will give you intelligence boost. You can find it on this list. That's the Twist bonuses, no intelligence. So it's not guaranteed. That I'm saying it's more like a gimmick than something you need to use. Chances are like less than 50% that the Twist gives you intelligence, and it didn't. So I popped 3 bottles and I did not get any intelligence. I can see if I have another Twist, but I don't think so. So I ran out of Twist and didn't get intelligence bonus, but it is possible to get 2 intelligence from Nuka-Cola Twist. Now our list of bonuses used is going longer and longer, just to show you everything that's possible. Especially during double experience weekend, you don't need all those buffs to get maximum amount of experience. And 2 things that are not related with experience directly, but it's most likely why you are farming it. If you open a seasons page and you are followed first, you can claim those little boosters from the board that will appear on further pages, more of them, for a total of 25% boost. And on top of that, you can use booster for another 25%. So you can boost score gain by 50%, up to 50%. If you still are under rank 100 and you are grinding experience to get score. If you are above rank 100 like me, your repeatable will change to complete public events. So experience grind will no longer translate into score progress. It will be event grind into score progress. So it will change above rank 100. And now you may wonder, with all those bonuses, what you do to get your experience. Oh, my teammates left. That's not good. The eviction note is just triggered. Look at my luck. So I'm currently fully boosted. And no, this boost is not only for the kills. It does work on everything you do in game. So if you are grinding events, if you are killing enemies, It's all working with it. And 4K is a cap per single kill. So you will not get more than 4,000 experience per single kill. Even if you kill higher level enemies, whatever enemies, Scourge Beast or regular, you will be still capped at 4,000 experience per kill. Just quickly about the checklist, if you will be going over that, what I would add here, Carnivore overall, I think it's better now with incoming changes to Live and Laugh magazine not working anymore. About the Derby machine, as you can notice, that's the only buff that very last 30 minutes. I would say, because it's just 2 intelligence, it's not really worth coming back to the camp to trigger it again and stop doing whatever you are doing, as that's very minuscule, around 3% difference in amount of experience you are getting, maybe 2%. Diminishing return of intelligence when you are really, really high. So only come back to camp if you need to apply sleep buff, scared movement home buff. If you need to apply all the 3, go once per hour to the camp. Otherwise, you spend more time going back than this little bonus to experience will give you. The bare amount that's listed in here says 5 minutes, that's the base. As you can see, it's 12.5 minutes for me with all my perks and mutations and mod on the chest piece. So it goes up to 12.5, which is quite decent for a simple camp. And 5 intelligence, more than the Derby game. So go with Berryman as always. About the Backwoodsman and Bubblehead leader, those can be relatively hard to get. So don't stress too much about it if you will not be able to get it. It's fine, it's a solid boost, especially magazine, but if you cannot have it, happens. It's 1 hour with the perk. Then those values that you see in here, Tasty Squirrel Stew and Royce Corby's Brain, the magazine is included. So those are values with the mutation, magazine, on a team with perks, with everything. The values listed here are maximum values achievable. And yeah, that's everything about this list. Let's go back to demonstration. And now about this experience. Of course, the best place to farm experience is Westec. It remains to be the best. It was for quite a while. You can see level 75 Super Mutant can almost give me 4k, so I don't even need level 100 ones now with this build. And inside they will be level 100, and you can do crazy fast farming if you choose to run Nuka grenades. My Nuka grenade run guide is still up to date, so if you need that, I will not mix it with experience farming guide here and start talking about Nuka grenades too much. But yes, this is the fastest, as you can clear interior of the Westec in matter of 1 minute or less. So it's very fast, but even conventional approach, when you kill enemies with this amount of experience boost and getting 4k left and right, whatever you do, it is very efficient. As you can see, those enemies drop a lot, even if they are not fully maxed out, like not level 100. Almost 4k from level 75 enemies. A little bit less if enemy is lower category, like Scourge, for example. Let me kill some Scourge. Scourge Beast, of course, is high rank enemy, but still capped at 4k. So even though it's much higher rank enemy, you will not get more. As you can see, level 100, okay, level 100 is 3k. So level 100 Scourge is less beneficial than level 75 Super Mutant. So you can see enemies have different classifications. They don't all drop the same amount. Just be careful not to die, as the sleep buff is not persistent. If you die, the sleep buff is gone, as my AP is not regenerating, so I'm guessing my company tea expired. So let's apply a fresh one. Or I'm experiencing the bug that people were talking about. Yep, that's the bug. My AP is not moving up. Luckily, with the changes to Railway, I can now hip fire it to finish the job when, for whatever reason, my AP is stuck. So it's true, something is triggering this bug. I don't know what. It was not happening to me before. Maybe one of the experience buffs somehow? Hard to tell. Do you know what's triggering the AP not regenerating bug? I don't really know. I just know that now I cannot use VATS. Oh, and out of radiation is working. So there's something with radiation. Although I was not experiencing this bug before, therefore it was hard for me to even reproduce it. Now somehow I managed to reproduce it. accidentally. So I don't know what's causing AP regeneration bug, but it's here somehow. This is about all you need to know to maximize your experience gains, whatever you are doing, wherever you are. Like if you do most of that, at least the most impactful. Okay, what is the most impactful if you need to choose just some? One more look on the checklist. What's the most impactful? Playing with unyielding armor, that's 15 intelligence. Then having intelligence on the second star, that's additional 5. Where is it? Additional 10. There it is. So unyielding and intelligence major, that's the 25 already intelligence. That's more important than build, as the build can give you up to 25 from your armor. So that's one of the most impactful. Above that even, lunchboxes. Lunchboxes absolute number 1. Second after lunchboxes is the food. Tasty squirrel stew or cranberry relish. So lunchboxes, food, playing with low health to have unyielding. If you cannot play with low health to get all this bonus, then make sure that your build is high intelligence to start from. Therefore, it will be less of a problem. Next on the list, inspirational 15%, playing on the team, your mutations like Egghead as it's 8, so that's a lot. And those are the major ones. If you have those, you are already good. If you can add more, perfect. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching, and see you in Appalachia.